Hi Cameron, Oceana here with G3 Agency with your free website audit for modern construction pros in Los Angeles, California. In this free SEO website audit provided by G3 Agency, I'm going to show you 3 to 4 things that you can do to get modern construction pros in front of people searching for construction and remodeling services in the Los Angeles area. Like I said on the phone, I don't expect anything in return for this video, but I would love some feedback from you on whether it was clear and helpful. So I will be following up with you in the next few days or so. So let's jump right in. The first thing that I notice when I come to your site, of course, is this very beautiful background, moving background, very professional and very eye-catching. So very well done on that. I always check right away for a big click to call phone number up near the top somewhere, and I don't see it here. I don't even see a phone number. It's very important for conversions for that to be there because 70% of all searchers will be on their mobile phones. And if you have that phone number listed at the top there, that's going to help. And especially if they can just click on it and call you right up, that's really going to help with your conversions to help take advantage of all the visitors that are coming to your site. Next, I always check content. So how many words are on the page? Are they relevant? You have relevant words on your page for sure, but not a whole lot. Gosh, these are beautiful pictures. But there's not a whole lot of words here. In fact, if I click Control A and Control C, I can paste it into this word counter and you have 532 words. You're going to want to increase that actually about fourfold. So we always suggest to our clients they have a minimum of 2,000 words on the home page and 1,000 words or more on the other pages. The reason for this is content is king with Google. It basically thinks that if you have lots of relevant words on your homepage, you must be the expert, and therefore you must be the one that they should show to the searchers. And then final thing I want to show you on your homepage is if I right click on an image and I click Save Image As, there we go, I can see that this was saved as loft apartment interior, and that's not helping you. It's a nice way to describe that picture, sure, but this is a chance. Anytime you have a picture saved, it's a good chance for you to throw in some keywords. So including words that people are typing into Google every single month when they're looking for your services in your service area. And I'll show you how to find those words in just a moment. First, I want to introduce you to my favorite tool in the world. This is called Ahrefs. What it does is it gives me an in-depth look into how a website is performing. It's one thing for a website to look pretty, which yours certainly does. It's another thing for it to actually function as a lead generation machine, which is what I do. And so with a score like this, so we look at the UR and DR scores. This UR score is on a scale from 0 to 100. How trustworthy does Google think that your page is that we're looking at? So in this case, it's your home page, and it's got no data. It's very low. And then on a DR is the domain rating. So that's your entire website as a whole. How trustworthy does Google think it is? And the answer to those questions is not, not at all. So how you can increase that score is through referring domains and backlinks. So these two numbers go together, and what they say basically, a backlink is a link on any other website that goes back to your website, hence backlink. And the referring domains is how many websites are these backlinks on. So there are two websites out there on the internet that are pointing to your website a total of 3 times, which is very low. So what you want to do is go out and get more of these backlinks from relevant and trustworthy websites. So you want the score here to be higher than yours, as high as possible actually, and that will help bring you up. But having links from sites that are also very low scores and or sites that are irrelevant to you, like I don't know, like a bouncy house website, for instance, might not have anything to do with construction services and therefore not be helpful to you. So you want to look for relevant and trustworthy sites to get backlinks from. And then organic keywords is how many, so these are the things that someone could type in and find your company. Now you are in the second position, so the first page, second position of modern construction company. That is fairly good. 70 people are typing that in every month, but I don't know if they're looking for you specifically. I don't know if they're in the LA area or if they're in New York and they're typing that in just looking for somebody who does modern construction. So this isn't necessarily as helpful as it should be, and actually it goes for all of these. So let's find you some keywords that will actually bring you in some money, right? So I typed in your service areas. I figured you probably go outside of just the Los Angeles area. I live in Orange, city of Orange. So I included Orange County. Santa Monica I know is an area that sometimes has some good search volume. Hollywood. And of course, you could even, you can include in this Huntington Beach if you want to go that far, and, different places. So, but for this, I just focused on these. And I found some keywords that include contractor, construction, and remodeling. So kitchen remodeler, Los Angeles, that exact phrase, typed that exact way, is typed into Google a total of 400 times, actually an average of 400 times every single month. And so that's great because that shows that they're looking for your services and they're in your area. And we look here in this column as well. This is KD. It stands for keyword difficulty. And what it says is on a scale from 0 to 100, pardon me, get my chair. On a scale from 0 to 100, how difficult does Ahrefs think it will be to rank on the first page of Google for that keyword? And we really like to go after keyword difficulties of 5 and below, because they don't take as long to rank. But this is actually quite good. With 400 keyword volume and 3 KD, that's a pretty good one. That means there's a lot of people searching for it, and it's not going to be that difficult. Of course, it's still not going to happen overnight because that's just not how SEO works. SEO, by the way, stands for Search Engine Optimization, which is what this whole, whole video is about, really. So this is a good score. So then there's also other ones. There's only 300, but that's still a good amount of people. Kitchen remodeling Los Angeles, slightly different. Instead of remodeler, it's remodeling, and therefore it's a whole new set of information. And so we've also got a KD of 3 there. Then you go down here, Orange County General Contractors, you got another 3 KD, another 150 search volume. So for this one, we're going to be focusing on kitchen remodeler Los Angeles. So if someone types that in, this is what they see. First, you got the ads. Most people skip right past those. Then you have the map pack. And what the map pack is it shows local results that are that have high numbers of citations. So what a citation is it's your name, address, and phone number listed in different directories across the internet. So Yelp, Yext, CityStar, White Pages, Yellow Pages, Facebook, those are all different directories. You can see I've listed them off many times in my life. And so you want to go to those different directories, and there are many more than that. And you want to include your name, address, and phone number so that that'll count as a citation. Google will see that, and they will go, well, people are talking about them on these different directories that are being listed, so they must be legitimate, they must be trustworthy, and therefore I'm going to push them to the top of the map's results. So you want to outdo your competitors on the amount of citations. That's not nearly as exciting as being in this position right here. So this is what's called the #1 organic result, and it gets 30% of all the traffic. So remember how there are, I think it was 400, right? 400. Yeah, 400 people typing this into Google every single month. Oh, pardon me, I'm getting ahead of myself. So 30% of those, so about 120 of them are clicking on this result right here every single month. So if this was you, you'd be getting all that traffic. But it's not you. It's Reborn, what is it? Reborn Cabinets. So let's check out Reborn Cabinets and see why it is that they're sitting in that position instead of you. What are they doing right, and what can we do to beat them out for that spot. So we can see already that there's quite a bit of words, but still not that 2,000 minimum. So if you reach that 2,000 minimum, you're going to be off to a good start there. We can check to see if they're saving their images correctly. And nope, they're not. So that's another way you can get ahead. And then we can throw them into the Ahrefs tool here. We've got an 8 for their UR. That's not extremely impressive for their URL rating. Of course, this is a back page. It's not their home page we're competing against, so that makes sense. It's a little bit lower. Their DR is quite high, not extremely high. It's still totally beatable. And you can see they're not putting a lot of effort into their SEO for this page because they've only got 1 referring domain and 3 backlinks coming from that 1 domain. And then they are showing up for some keywords though. So this is another fun thing we can do. Click on that and we can see what they're showing up for. So they're in the first position for kitchen remodeling Los Angeles, which is getting 300. And they are getting 101 visitors from that 1 keyword every single month. And so a certain amount of those are calling and they're getting those jobs. And so we can go through here and actually find other ones that we hadn't thought of before. This one is it looks promising, right? Kitchen remodeling contractor. That's definitely what you do, right? So you would assume that you want to be in that for that keyword. 600 people are showing up for it, so 30% of that is, is a good, decent amount of traffic. And with a KD of 4, it seems like it wouldn't be that hard to get to. But the issue is that there is no mention of Los Angeles or any area here. So someone typing this into Google could be in New York or in Wisconsin. Who knows? So this is actually not a very helpful one. What would be more helpful, even though it's only 1/10 of the search volume, is this one here, Kitchen Remodeling Contractor Los Angeles. It has what you do and where you do it in that, and therefore it's going to have a higher buyer intent, as we call it. So that is basically how I go about my business and what you can do to get in front of people looking for your services in your service area. Here is my phone number and my email address. And quick recap, I'm just going to tell you what I told you. 2,000 words on your home page or more. 1,000 or more words on your other pages in order to be seen as an authority, as an expert in your field. Implement backlinks to rank for high volume keywords, and add citations to different directories around the internet so that you can show up in that map pack and start getting visitors and getting calls and getting those jobs. So that's it for me. I look forward to your feedback and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.